Hello and welcome. I'm still hanging around with the youth from Mathare North Evangelistic Choir. You're welcome, my sister.
Thank you so much.
Maybe you can begin by introducing yourself.
My name is Caroline Saranga. I'm also a member of the youth choir Mathare North. I'm humbled to be in the service of the Lord in that choir.
Wow.
Yes.
When did you join this choir?
I joined this year. Initially, I was in Ambassadors, the same church, Mathare North, and I elevated my status to the youth. So it's from January till date.
Wow. Maybe because you were initially in the Ambassadors group, you can tell us about it. How did you join it?
The Ambassadors. I came to Nairobi in the year 2021 when I was starting my first year. And when I came here for the first Sabbath, I saw how they sang. And by that time, they were very young, physically young, in mind, young and innocent. And I said, why not? So I decided to make friends with them. And when I went, the first introduction, the first day I was introduced, they call it, you're given a mentor. So the person who was my mentor stood up and hugged me so tightly. She's called Veronica Alowach. I still remember. And the hospitality made me feel I'm home. Why not? I can serve here and it's a good place to be.
Maybe before coming here, you said you came here for your first year.
Yes.
Where did you come?
My home is Homa Bay. I have grown up in Pathfinders and Adventurers at Homa Bay Central. Then I joined Harmony in Kakamega. Yes, so that is how it has been. I was a student at Lugulu Girls High School. So staying in Kakamega, I had to also find a place that was more appropriate for me. That was Harmony SDA Church. Then I came to Nairobi.
How did you know about Mathare? No.
I used to stay at the GSU headquarters.
Okay.
Then there is a time that it really rained, and when it rains, the people at the GSU didn't turn up so well in the church. And I said, today people didn't come. What about other places apart from the GSU? And someone told me there's a place near Roraka Secondary School. So that is how I came. The first day I came to Mathare North, I think a certain pastor made me dramatize something at the front. And it was good. It felt good.
And that's how you became part of this team.
Mathare North. And right now I say this with all humility that I'm one of the church clerks and the youngest church clerk. We attended a seminar at Mwangaza SDA Church just recently, a fortnight ago, and I realized of them all, I am the youngest church clerk, and I am happy to be serving the Lord. It's not easy, it has its own challenges, but when God has equipped you to do something in His vineyard, you just have to take the bull by the horns.
Yeah, maybe the experience of singing ministry, how is it?
It has been good. It makes me find an anchor. You know, there's this adage that says charity begins at home. But in the service of music, the home is you. You are the home. So that when I go to preach to other people, I have to preach to myself first. I cannot sing to you a song and expect you to change when I myself haven't even made use of that song to my own soul. So I say this is the place that I can also get that anchor in my spiritual life, that when we are taught, we have to get what the song actually teaches. Is it also something that I can apply in my life before I tell it to the other people? Yeah.
Wow, that's so good. I mean, how is this choir, the youth choir, in your own experience? You've been with them, you've been singing. I know you've been going for trips out there. And how is it?
The youth choir equips you. I also say this with humility, that for 3 consecutive Sabbaths, I have not been here, not the immediate consecutive 3 Sabbaths before, but there are 3 Sabbaths that I wasn't here consecutively because I was called to minister somewhere. The first one was Komutai Girls, the other one was YMCA, the other one was at Parklands. So it is not because I am so good at it or anything, but it is because I get to study. I have my personal study. When I get to interact with the people in the church about the songs we sing, and when we go to minister to people, sometimes a pastor will just ask, kindly sing for me this song. And then you'll have to ask yourself, what is it that he actually heard from the song that he said, let me hear this because it touched my heart. And you ask yourself, if that touched his heart, what about another person? What exactly touched another person's heart from the song? Different verses. You get that someone got the inspiration from stanza 1, another person got the inspiration from stanza 2, and you're like, how about I get to understand why these different people are having these different inspirations, but from the same song. So it has also motivated me to interact with the people in individual capacity to understand what goes on in people's life.
Wow, that is so nice. I mean, maybe if I don't find you in the church choir, in church maybe on Sabbath, what else do you do besides, ministry, talking about singing, preaching, doing all that? What else do you do?
On Saturdays.
Not even on Saturday, like
during the days.
Yeah.
Okay, I am a law student at Mount Kenya University. In my third year. I'm supposed to be graduating next year, God willing. I have hopes. Then I'll be joining KSL. I also do part-time job at Godonogola and Keep Quiet Company Advocates. That's near National Assembly here in Nairobi. So I offer legal services once in a while. I also do printing of t-shirts, branding of mugs and hoods. That is my part-time. I get to get some income money as a student for my upkeep in the house. Sometimes if my dad's salary imechelewa and he's unable to top up the rent, I also get it from my pocket. So that is what I do. And at other times, I also talk to students. Recently, I was talking to a teacher. He's called Mr. Rizo. He just finished, he left Makini, and right now I'm not so sure where he is, I can't recall the name, but he asked me, how about you come and talk to the students and actually motivate them, give them career talk, give them talks concerning mental health. And I have been trying to reach Miss Afifu. We have been planning on how to actually get to reach every student. Right now, the thing that is actually it's bothering most teenagers is mental health. We find that people kill themselves because of depression and relationships and love, obviously. So we try to actually nurture those who are coming behind us, that there is always another option. There is always another option, and there is always a way you can actually do things that doesn't have to land you in trouble, like taking away your life.
Wow.
So currently I'm supposed to be starting some counseling classes so that I have the certificate. I want to be well equipped to actually nurture other students about mental health and also to offer guidance. Yes.
That is so good. Maybe one advice that you can give someone out there, maybe we have a young girl out there, a young man, this person maybe would like to join ministry in terms of singing and all that, and maybe any other thing like career and everything. What can you advise them?
The first thing I would like to say, find your anchor. Find your anchor. When you say that you want to come to the church to sing, you're not just coming to sing. You're going to come across many challenges. What will your anchor be to actually tell yourself that I can do this? So you have to find your anchor. If you have passion for doing Bible study, studying the Bible and guiding people about it, find your anchor. In that department, find your anchor that you can do. You know, there are people who just carrying the microphone is their anchor. They just want to carry the microphone, and that makes them feel good. Not that it's that good, but I would really want someone to come knowing the purpose they are coming to do in the choir. Every time you come to the choir, there is always socializing with people, and the people you socialize with, sometimes the devil uses different people to get to you, and it's upon you to actually ensure that you're not standing near danger. You can come to the church, start singing, and when you realize that you're actually the best soprano, you lose your way. That is not the thing I would like to have. Someone who I come talk to you to join the choir, you come join the choir, and then you have such a fall. That will not be my happiness. So when you're going to do something for the Lord, when you want to do something that you feel I should should be doing this in the vineyard, find an anchor. Personally, for me, the anchor is that whatever I am doing, all glory goes to God. And that despite me being here and singing this voice, it is not I who is singing, it is God who is using me. Because without God, sometimes when God departs from you, I want to use the story of Saul and David, that when Saul started having that pride in him, the Spirit of God departed from him. And sometimes we can also get to have that pride to an extent that the Spirit of the Lord departs from you. What do you do in such a moment? Do you ever want the Spirit of the Lord to depart from you? That is a great downfall. I wouldn't wish anyone. Yes.
I get it. And how do you manage your classes, low classes, in ministry as you end this?
If I can just give a briefing of my activities of the day, I wake up at 5:30 most of the cases because of traffic. If I have class in the morning, let's say 8, I will attend the class at 8 until 2. From 2, I'll go to the office up to around 5. I'm supposed to leave 5 depending on the files I have on my desk. If I have classes in the afternoon, I'll go to the office in the morning, then attend classes in the afternoon. So sometimes when I get to the office, the work that is there is like drafting submissions. That is something I can do from the house. So what I do, I go print t-shirts. I always get the orders through the week. I go print them all at once. Because when I just get one day, I do that, and then I deliver them in the weekend. That is Sunday. So when I come from church, I get to the practice. You find that youths, we start our practices on Monday from 6:30. So sometimes I get here around 7 because of traffic. If there's no traffic, I'm good to go, as long as I send my apology that I'll be coming late. On Wednesday, we have the Vespers. So the practices begin from 6:30. But despite having practices, I also always want to attend the Vespers, the midweek prayer on Wednesday. So I still try that by 5 I leave, or if I'm in school, our classes are supposed to end at 5, but you find the lecturers sometimes end at 4 because we start early, we finish early. So I still get time to attend. And when I come, I just have to make sure that my week is smooth. Pressure, maisha itaki pressure. That is one thing you have to understand. I want to be young, I want to be happy. Despite serving in the service of the Lord, there are things that ujana ni moshi. There are things you also have to enjoy. You have to enjoy life, not enjoying design ya dunia, but you also have to put your health in check. And having your health in check also means talks about your happiness.
Very true.
Yes.
Maybe in 30 seconds, where do you see yourself in the next few years to come?
Honestly speaking, I feel like I'm going to be the next CEO of some big company.
Wow.
Because the plans I have right now, I would say that I have ideas, but I need I need investors to invest in it and to actualize the exact plan. For example, the t-shirt business, I work for someone in a shop. But recently I was like, if I can get someone buy the machines, then I can actually have my own company. So if this person comes, that is in company law, when you get to understand the laws in company law, it's very much easy to start your own company. So that this guy has bought he's almost getting the last machine. And the good thing, when he buys them, you give him either a percentage of the company or you just say it will be a reimbursement. But I prefer the percentage. You can give him 5%, 10%, and that is how things go. So when you have such great ideas, the only problem is that sometimes you have so much that is clouding your mind. Right now I'm just thinking about graduation and I have to go to Kenya School of Law, and when am I going to do the t-shirt business when I want good grades? I have to bury my head in the books. So either way, everything one step at a time. One step at a time. Maisha itaki pressure.
Maisha ni kuenda pole pole.
Yes.
Thank you so much. It's been so nice having you around.
Thank you.
And wish you all the best in everything that you're doing, your businesses, everything. We wish you all the best.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Okay.